welcome back to Rivalcraft, and in today's episode, we are going to be building a villager trading hall slash iron farm slash a lot of other stuff, because it's all compacted into like 21, 21 blocks, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we're making a whole bunch of stuff to do with the villagers. For what I saw from the video, it's an iron farm, a villager price reducer using the zombie, and also just a trading hall. So it's like 3 or 4 different things all combined together, which is really cool. So I have all the stuff here. If you actually saw this in the last episode, it's because I'm recording the last episode right after this one. The previous episode is literally, it's been like 10 minutes or something in my time. But of course for you, it's probably been a couple weeks. But I have all of the resources here, and we will be doing this in a time lapse that will be starting shortly. But first, I would really like to sleep. Okay, okay, I need to sleep. There we go. Okay, cool, that worked. And now we're sleeping. Okay. We're just gonna fall off. This thing is really decaying. And let's start the time lapse for this build. So, part 1 is done now, and that is of course, the base of the actual, like, build. the villager breeder build, or the villager farm. But I had to stop because it's getting late, and I wanted to stop off at day 1. This is a multi-day project, but I wanted to show that I'm going to make a somewhat nether design, I guess. It's just because I have so many nether blocks, so my design is going to be something similar to the nether. Just placing lanterns on the edges of this. And apparently I have too many of these. I built too many of these, so I may actually end up removing some of them, and the build may be like open in the back, which would be cool. So I don't know if you're allowed to just like put a whole bunch of villagers here or not, but I will figure that out tomorrow. So this is day 1, and now we're moving on to day 2. So we are in the middle of day 2 of our villager project, and a war happened around a week ago, and I've been getting ready for school because school is starting soon. So yeah, speaking of school, the videos may end up being a little bit short. So far the schedule, because I've already made videos that are probably already out by this time. It may end up being really short by the end of September, or it may not. I don't know. So just beware, if I don't make a whole bunch of videos, it's because I have a whole bunch of school stuff to do. But let's get on with the video. So a war sort of happened midway through this project, which is very, very fun. And I have netherite armor, if you couldn't tell. So that's one thing that changed. And the server did end up getting backed up, so nothing actually happened. Like, all of the stuff was all backed up, as you may have saw from the video. Everything was backed up. So, yeah, and we have nothing to worry about, really. Just a lot of chaos going on, of course, so that was fun. And, audio had a corrupt, so I just was like, hey, you know what, why not do the talk-to-text thingy? So, I actually have a whole bunch of villagers in here. I just need a little bit more villagers. And then we'll be almost done with this. And it'll be, we need, I think it's like 8 more villagers or whatever. Yeah, 1 and then 2. So we really need to do this. I don't have trapdoors here. That's actually one thing I do need to do, is just get trapdoors for these guys. And then I just place the beds at the top or whatever. And we'll be good. So, yeah, this project is almost done. It's taking a little while, because the villagers gotta take like 20 minutes. But the villagers that are in there right now, half of them are like the ones that I actually had in here before, and then half of them are just some of the random ones that I had bred. So, and yeah, there's 3, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's 5 adults, and I just need 8 more, so that works. And yeah, I don't think anything else major has happened. Definitely a lot less people are ending up being online, so that may be the same for me. So if you don't see me, I just won't be on. Yeah, so I think I will be back once I actually get this really long project finished. And turns out, because I have my little zombie thing down here, I can actually just use this to gain my zombies, because whenever you're on top of it, it decides to work. Whenever you're below, it doesn't decide to work. It's really weird how this zombie spawner works. I don't know exactly how it actually works. But yeah, see, there's a zombie. I think you have to be really close by or something. It's probably because it's really close to the top. But that's where I can get my zombie, and that's also where some of the iron golems are spawning. Because these villagers are getting scared. They're scared little villagers. So yeah, but we actually just have the game in easy right now, so we'll have to turn it to hard and just leave it on hard. And it seems like that's what it's probably just going to end up being, because there's not even that many people online, so it may just end up leaving the game in hard, which will actually be a really good thing, because then we can do our zombie stuff, and yeah. So I'll be back when I actually finish this major project. So, I have finally finished our villager breeder, not villager breeder, our villager price lower, our iron farm, and cat killer, and wandering trader spawner. Look, an iron golem just spawned. But it is getting late, so I'm gonna make this a little quick. So, yeah. So I'm gonna kill off this wandering trader because he's not needed. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of the progress that I've done. So of course this year before, but I have gotten all the villagers into their cells, I guess. And I got a zombie. Took a really long time. I accidentally made a huge mistake, and where this zombie spawn is really weird. Turns out that they only spawn if you're on the same level as them. So I went over there and I left the hole open, and I went down the ladder, and then I'm like, oh, there's only like 5 zombies. I'm like, okay, cool. And then there was like a whole bunch of zombies, and they killed me and got all my stuff. So I had to go back down there and be like, oh, hey, I gotta grab my crap back. So, and after a while, I got this guy whose name is Zoom. Doesn't show up because I have him in glass, but I was able to get this guy, his price lowered, and it works, and it has like a weird radius of effect, so it works with like some of the villagers over here, but then if you look on the opposite side, none of these villagers are affected, which is really interesting. But I literally just in building this thing actually works, even whenever there is no zombies. So it could actually be like a farm you use in peaceful, but I really would like not to change it in peaceful, because I would like to keep the zombie. But basically all you have to do is flip one of these levers, press the button, and then have him loop around or whatever, and then he'll go and do that. So yeah. I also have a bell up here, and then this guy's workstation is right here. I thought that was pretty funny, the bell and the workstation are both right here. So yeah, like, some of these villagers are, like, I haven't traded with yet, like these ones, but then, like, not this one, but this one I've traded with already, so it's our Prot 4 villager. So yeah. What else did I do? Oh, so we cleaned this, finished this project. There's a little hole. They were basically just crowding me while I was down there. that zombie farm still works. I may end up just using a different farm. So, definitely by the time you see the next episode, I'm either going to change this, or it's going to just be removed. I don't know, look, there's a nice space down here, so I may end up doing something with it. But, yeah. So, only thing that we could worry about in the future is that we need more villagers. Because we would have to take 2 out of their cells and then start breeding them. So that's like the only downside to this, because it was really annoying to breed all the villagers and stuff. Like, it took such a long time. I mean it. But we do actually have like a whole villagers and stuff, and I actually ended up making like a chest for all of the stuff that we have in here. So hopefully I can get a few masons and a few other things that are just helpful. So yeah, that is where I'm going to end off this episode, as it is getting late for me. Of course, for you guys, it's some random time in the day. But yeah, if you don't see me for a while, no, you know why? 'Cause school. Because I gotta do school, and school is fun. Stay in school. Goodbye, everyone.